Hi, welcome to Film Flush,
where good films float on top
and bad films get flushed. Hi, welcome to Film Flash, and today we're gonna review another spy movie. What's it called?
Twinkle, twinkle, Tailor Spy. Is that the one?
Wrong. It's Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
Oh, okay. It's Tinker Tailor Soldier Spies.
Anyway,
Okay, when you hear the word spy movie, you probably think of Jason Bond, parkour stunts, or Mission Impossible car chases, or even the glitz of James Bond movies, but there's none of that in this movie. The movie is based on a spy novel author.
You mean he was a real spy?
Yes, he was a real spy. So he's a spy who becomes a spy novel author. His name is John Le Carre, and it's kind of based on something he experienced back in the 70s.
Yeah, the Cold War?
Yep, during the Cold War. After watching the movie, I think it's one of the best spy thrillers I've seen this year. And surprisingly, it won a couple of nominations actually from the RAFAs, the BAFTAs, and even a Best Actor nomination for the lead actor, Gary Oldman.
Okay, basically set in the 1970s during the Cold War period, we follow Gary Oldman, who plays George Smiley. He was forced out of retirement. He was a spy with MI6, and then he was forced back to the force basically to investigate and find out the mole in the circus. The circus basically is the highest level of secrecy in the Secret Service. If you're expecting to see many chases, many action scenes, this is not one of those movies. This is not like Bourne Ultimatum or even James Bond, obviously.
It's not Safe House as well.
It's not Safe House.
It's the thinking man spy.
Basically, it's a thinking man spy. This is how they really do it. They sit at a table and they actually discuss and they do a lot of investigation work and stuff like this. So basically, if you're sleepy, do not watch the movie. You have to be in the right state of mind to actually follow through the movie. There are a lot of technical jargons that were used that you have to keep track of. But overall, I think that I seriously loved the movie, and it kind of made me want to be a spy. I mean, I used to do it back then in the days, but now I'm a reviewer.
Remember when you couldn't find a book in the library? Don't be a spy. I don't think you can find a case record. But
no, it's because I was in the Tamil section looking for an English book.
Okay. Were you looking for the Kama Sutra?
No, I have that at home.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, as he said, I think it's a very rewarding movie if you pay the amount of attention required. For the first 1 hour or so, you're just picking up on the clues that they give. And what about that score? I love the score. I mean, for the most part, the movie is just so serene and quiet, and the score gives it this chilly atmosphere that kind of
gives a sense of urgency into some of the scenes.
Yeah, it's like calm, but it gives it a very strong sense of urgency that makes it seem like anything could happen this moment.
And speaking about score, we shouldn't also forget about the visuals. I think it was visually stunning. In fact, like I would vote for it if it was in the best cinematography category.
It's actually a very bland palette, like grey, a lot of grey.
It's the 70s, it's a Cold War, I think it fits.
It really fits.
It was really, it really captured the era for us.
I think the director also did a great job. The director is Thomas Alfredson, who also directed Let the Right One In, a very creepy vampire movie. And he did a very good job in compressing the whole in John Le Carre's his novel into I think about 2 hours.
Exactly.
Yeah, and basically the movie is like sort of a chess match. That's what I think. You know, like every agent, every character is vital to the story, and there's a lot of he layers all the different stories and flashbacks very beautifully, and he really guides you through all the plots, twists and turns.
There's a lot of misinformation going on, and you kind of have to find out what really is happening through your own deduction.
You really have to pay attention to the dialogue, because if you miss one line, that's it.
You might not understand.
You need to reach for the remote, which in the theatre
you don't have remote.
How about Gary Oldman, nominated for Best Actor? How did he do in this movie?
I think he probably really enjoyed the role. And this movie kind of fits into his character, and that's him playing this kind of roles, and that's why I feel that he would stand a good chance for the Oscars this year also.
Yeah, definitely. He didn't talk much in the movie actually, but he displays a really breadth of emotions where every
facial expression.
Facial expression really counts and adds to the story.
It's a very tough role because most Oscar wins come because like there's room for overacting. I think where you play very dramatic roles, and this isn't a role where you can just scream your way through.
It's not dramatic at all. I guess that rounds up this whole segment about Tinker Twinkle Soldier Spy. Yeah.
Tinker Tailor, not Twinkle Twinkle.
Yes. Twinkle Tailor.
Tailor. Suit up.
Tinker Tailor.
You shut up. Tinker Tailor.
So Naresh, do you have a question for this movie? You said you always have a very important question to ask.
I mean, like, I usually ask the question, so why don't you ask me an interactive question like that, like an animated question? I mean, I've had rambutans, I've had old grandmother's cat giving birth and all that, so...
How about the most important question? Is this film a floater or a flusher? Or a rambutan?
It's a floater.
I like to say it's a hairy rambutan, but I'm not too sure that's what it means by saying it's a hairy rambutan. So I'd say that it's a floater, definite floater, there's no way I'll flush it.
Floater, all three of us, floaters.
It will float.
Hi, and today we're gonna intro another... Sorry.
George, what are the name? George, what?